Peace and blessings, collective. There is so much energy, and I feel like I say that all the time, but that's mostly on Instagram. Check out my Instagram by the same name, Source Speaks, She Listens. Messages almost daily. There will be a message today. Well, there will be a message today. I did not post yesterday, but I also didn't post on here yesterday. But heavy energy of karmic justice is what I was going to say. Like the scales are tipping back into balance, because it's not that they're tipping in favor of any particular person, but if you were on the, I don't want to say the wrong side of justice, but if you were on the side that felt like they'd been wronged, and even if you felt like you'd been wronged, the swirls are back. And it's crazy. They only show up when I'm sitting right here. At least that's when I see them. I don't see them when or hear them. Okay. Some richness of life is what came out first, but also evil eye energy. And the evil eye energy came out as soon as my computer made the sound that triggers me, which is a Teams message. Okay. That's a personal problem though. I'm not going to bring that energy here. I'm grateful to be employed. But yes, karmic justice, like the restitution, your manifestations are coming in. Like you are about to see the richness of life through your manifestations, because the evil eye energy that was on you is about to get their karmic justice. Like the people who spoke ill of you, who thought ill of you, who felt like you wronged them in some way and therefore retaliated negatively instead of coming to you with a conversation or addressing you directly, their karma is coming in, and part of it is going to be witnessing your abundance. Because in this collective, and I know because this collective that I'm speaking to, you have already thought about all the possible ways that you could have been at fault for the way things played out. Look at that, karmic justice, curate. They're gonna see how you curate your life and try and that's it. They just get to watch. The what is it? The best revenge is your. Well, I think Beyonce, the best revenge is your paper. Is that what you said? Something like that. High magic, because they can't see the magic you're doing. They don't know. They're like, oh, she probably is, or they probably are doing all kinds of things to get the things that they desire, doing stuff that they're not supposed to. But no, this is high magic. This is you, your essence, your being, making manifest the desires of your heart from a place of purity, because that's the energy that you move in. You have already gone through every possible cycle of, well, what if I would have done it this way, or I should have done it that way, or see how I was wrong here. And because you've taken the time to think that way, and that you even have the will or desire to think that way, your karmic debts have been paid. Like those feelings, those negative feelings that you experienced for feeling like you wronged someone, even though you probably weren't even in the wrong. You just know that the situation ended in an unpleasant way, and you were trying to figure out what you did to cause it, even though you already knew what they did to cause it. You knew what they did that led to this situation ending up the way it was, but you still wanted to make sure that you weren't in the wrong. And because of that, the karmic scales are in your favor. Water, emotions, like you are an emotionally intelligent person. Like you don't do things out of spite or out of like, you don't do it from a place of negativity. Like it's from a place of logic. Like you're logically, and that seems counterintuitive to emotions, but like you can view your own emotions from a place of logic, which can be a bad thing, because once you start thinking about your feelings, you are no longer feeling them. But in the situation of karmic justice, because you were able to step back and be like, okay, I know I was angry in this moment, and I probably said something that may have triggered them to feel or do something even worse. Like you take that as like not blaming yourself, but knowing how you contributed. You see both sides of the coin. But in this case, as far as this restitution karmic justice goes, there's only one side of the coin here, and that is the side of justice. And if you have been wronged, or you know that you've gone through a stage in your life that you weren't, ooh, I'm about to cry. Oh my God. That you weren't deserving of, that is not reflective of the being that you are. If you went through a phase of where you felt like everybody or everything was against you, or like nothing was going right, or where you were, put it this way, where you felt like you were at the lowest of lows, know that the karmic justice, the opposite side of that, means you have to experience the highest of highs. So you're calling in your manifestations, and they are going to come in with, I wanted to say a vengeance, but that's usually has a negative connotation, but like they're going to take over in a flash. Your life will never be the same once these manifestations truly start rolling in. And the spirit animals came up, so I'm going to take that as a sign to pull a card from the spirit animals oracle, spirit of the animals oracle. But in this massive time of transition that we are in, this is the liminal space where, as you get clear on what you want, it's going to start showing up, because we are no longer like, yes, we are in, at least in the northern hemisphere, in the winter season where things are supposed to start slowing down and we stop moving. But just because things are slowing down and it's getting cold outside and you're not outside as much, that does not mean that things are not still working and moving and functioning and shifting and changing in the astral, in the cosmic atmosphere. Like, there are things entities, angels, guides, ancestors, source, God is working in the background in ways that you cannot see to bring in all that you are truly deserving of. Because that life that you've lived, all of those past experiences that made you doubt your magic, those don't exist anymore. Those are a thing of the past. Those were you getting to see. Those were you building up your human testimony, because the rest of your story, most people aren't even going to be able to relate to, because you are going to be on a frequency of such abundance, such peace and ease, that people are going to wonder how you do it. And all you're going to be able to say is, I love myself enough to know what I deserve, and I don't settle. That's it. Like, that's literally the recipe. You love yourself to the point that you will not settle for less, and you don't have to settle for less. And that's why you receive what you deserve. Puffin, partnership. And that keeps, like, it feels like every reading I've encountered over the last, like, couple of weeks has kind of turned into a love reading. And I think that this one is doing the same thing, because you can't accept that you deserve abundance without accepting that abundance also means partnership in whatever way. It doesn't even necessarily have to be romantic, but why would source, God, universe tell you that you deserve everything, or make it so you innately deserve everything without saying you deserve romantic love? Like, that's part of everything. You get that too. You just have to be open to it. Puffin, partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. Truly, like, you are calling in like-minded individuals. That's what's happening here. Your manifestations are on the bottom. B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. And it's saying queen here is pulling on that feminine energy of receiving. Like, this is not to say you are, like, you don't have to be a woman. The queen of abundance is the feminine energy of receiving your abundance. You don't have to work hard for this. This is something that comes to you innately. Like, yes, you are going to do the work, but that's because you are devoted to the work. And the work that you're doing does not feel like work because it is your passion. Whew. Yeah, I'm resonating with this message as well. My sinuses are acting up, which, excuse me, I'm sorry if that was gross. Is a sign for me that I'm channeling. get a little mucusy, and I apologize for that. I feel like I've mentioned that. Maybe not on the internet, but I know because I also video journal personally, and I expressed that, I know, on camera at some point. But yes, karmic justice is on the way. Your restitution for all that you have been put through unjustly is on the way. You are calling in partnerships and community that will make these manifestations come in so much quicker and stay so much longer. Because if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Wishing you an abundant ascension. I will see you in the next video.